let's get our comic on. G'day everyone and welcome to Retrospectreviews. I'm Vince. So I thought today we'd have a look at some of the comics I have in my collection, and particularly these ones. These are from these are Australian illustrated and written comics from the early 1990s, and yeah, I thought I'd show these off because I don't think a lot of people outside of Australia actually saw these comics. So let's go and have a look and see what they're all about. So the first comic book I want to show you is this one, Bug and Stump. This is issue 1. Now this is by ARG Comics, released in 1993. So Bug and Stump centers around Stump and Bug here. Now Bug is a patient escaped from an asylum. He was locked up because he's race of aliens likes everything in order, and he was one that wouldn't keep anything in order, so he escapes. During his escape, he encounters Stump here, who is also running away from time agents, or interdimensional agents I should say, and they don't necessarily team up together. They're kind of forced to team up together, and what ensues is mayhem and chaos, where they come across a large number of weird and dangerous creatures, and as they're jumping from dimension to dimension. Now this eventually had 9 issues released over its run. I think the last issue 9, was released somewhere around 1999. There was a big gap between some of the issues, so there was a weird gap. Now I've got issue 2 and issue 3, and that's as far as I got, because the town I lived in when these comics were coming out, the only real place that sold comics at the time was the local newspaper shop, and basically if it wasn't the Phantom or Batman or Superman or something really popular, they soon stopped getting them in, and that's what happened with these. Now these came out in the time in Australia when comics were having a little bit of a resurgence in the early 90s, thanks to things like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a couple of the movies, Dick Tracy, and obviously the Turtle movie, the Phantom movie. So there was a small surge of comic books coming back out, like comics were coming back into fashion, but obviously it didn't really stay in the mainstream for very long. The stigma was still there for kids, or geeky people or nerds read them, and in my little town I lived in, comic books weren't priority for the news agency, and it was really hard to get these in. But like I said, they did run for 9 issues, and unfortunately I don't know if you can get these anymore in your local comic shop anymore. Maybe there's somebody who does reprints. Okay, so the next comic I want to talk about and show is this one, Greater Pastures. This is the first edition. This is the only one I picked up. Like I said, the news agency I was getting my comics from stopped getting in these less popular titles, and stuck to the more mainstream like Batman, X-Men, Superman and so forth. This actually started as a comic strip in a university newspaper, the University of New South Wales, before it was picked up and printed as a comic book series in 1993. Now this only had 7 issues. I think the last issue was around 1997. So just 7 issues out there if this is something that interests you. So it tells the story of a naive, lovable stud bull, Trevor, who gets sick of being on the land, stands up on his hind legs and goes off to university. So the comic, whilst humorous, also explores issues about the plight of farmers, the environment, and animal liberation. So yeah, worth a read if you can find a copy somewhere. So the last comic book I want to show is Herbert the Hippo Crime Files. Now I believe there were 6 issues that came out with this one, and it centers around a hippopotamus who works as a private detective. One was released by Rat Race Comics in I think 1995. Now I've got the first 3 issues here. I do believe there is you can get this reprinted, or I think they have changed the cover style a little bit, but these are the 3 originals that I got. Now I first came across Herbert in this issue 1 comic, and basically this was a book released to illustrate upcoming or new Australian comic books. Well, that's it for this video. Must admit, Bug and Stump is probably my favourite out of the bunch, but I do have a soft spot for the others. So in the comments down below, let me know if you've read or even have any of these comics in your collection, or if you'd like to know what else I have in mind. Don't forget to like and share this video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'll let you know when I upload a new video. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!